Hello and welcome to week 4. Is it week 4 or is it week 5?
Week 5, I don't know really.
We're saying a bit of both. It's going to be a weird day today because we're doing Vivers. Let's walk into the lift. So people are going to be going constantly and then coming back, so it's going to be a bit weird. But I'm probably just going to interview people and be like, what did you do last week? What are you doing today? Just like a little catch-up thing. We won't be doing any group work, so that will be probably the gist of what we do today. Facebook. I feel like you two are always on the floor.
We are. We literally are.
What are you trying to say, Simone?
That's where you belong, Ryan. Where you belong.
Yes, you specifically.
You want to be punished.
I just need some footage for the vlog. Ryan, what are you doing?
Well, I think at the start it went really good when we were doing like Lisbon ensemble work, and then it just kind of got like people were just getting fed up and trying to stay motivated, and some bits where it's just dragging a bit. But I think it's getting so much better now that we're putting everything together.
Well, for the day that I was in, I'm going to say it was productive, but there were elements of it that I thought didn't really work, because he kept going over one thing, and then when you tried to go, oh, like say your idea to him, he kind of shut it down and put his way into it. Which obviously he's a professional, we're not, and you can understand that. But then again, sometimes the ideas that we have as a collective, it's like, yeah, that sounds really good, and then he would be like, let's do something else. But other than that, I think we all worked well together, and everyone's separate groups came together, and their pieces that they came up with or ideas worked very well.
Everybody, I've got an answer. Seriously.
It's taken long enough.
I think the intensive week, I think it kind of started off quite slowly, but then I think by the end of it we're starting to shape some things.
I think it went pretty good, to be fair. Like, I feel like we've got quite a lot of things done, even though at certain times I felt restricted on my creativity because some ideas that I could bring forward were kind of changed afterwards. But overall, I think it went pretty good.
I think it was well named because it was very intense. But yeah, it went really well. We got a lot of ideas out. It went from having our own personal ideas or like individual groups to bringing it all together as an ensemble.
We got a lot done, and it was very intense. I think by the Thursday we were all shattered.
I think on reflection better than I think a lot of people thought.
I liked when we put everything together on Thursday and we added naturalistic with the text messages, and we did FaceTime and everything, so it was like all putting together and it looked so much better.
Probably the text message task. It was good to see people's different text messages and conversations, but then you kind of have people that had the same conversations, and you kind of think, when you speak about Chinese, I speak about Chinese to my mum all the time. She's like, come on, Courtney, like, you don't need the Chinese. Yes, I do. And it's like kind of, you pick up little things that, I text that to somebody.
Anything, whatever comes.
On the faces, I thought, especially with connection, it wasn't only just connection through technology, but connection through each other in the space. The text one, the one where we're in the space, we had our phones on. It just felt like a piece. Like it felt like I just liked when it was in pitch black, and we were just all like, I just liked that. That was really, really good. And the dance.
I quite enjoyed the phones in lighting up the faces because it gave like a slightly strange lighting effect, and the way that you couldn't really see much of someone's face. You would just see the outline, and then you just hear send, and people would just randomly say send, and occasionally people would like overlap with each other, so it was like they were sending messages to each other just randomly out.
The CCTV thing where we had the laptop and we went up to it and we were pretending there was something there, but it was nothing. It went on a bit too long, so I think if we were to go back, we'd have to like really refine it.
Edit it.
Yeah.
As a group working, a big ensemble work. When we broke off into little groups, it was okay, but it was too focused. Rather than when we was in the big groups, everyone was more comfortable, more involved, especially with that phone task and the laptop task. The laptop task was the main thing for me, because everyone really. So as I said, I was one of the first observers for that, and I did not know that unit was not just telling you what you didn't see on the computer. So.
I think my highlight of the week would probably be, again, pulling it all together and letting each section flow nicely.
I think one of the highlights was when everyone, at the end, you all sit around and say what ideas you could develop, and it was good to see that everyone kind of had the same, like the gifts and stuff, we kind of all had the same, we all wanted to work on one thing because we enjoyed it the most.
My highlight of the week was when
Friday got cancelled.
everyone's saying it.
No, I'm joking. Just bringing it together as an ensemble, because we knew we were going to have to eventually. So working individually or in pairs just wasn't helping me get to the end kind of goal. So bringing it all together really helped me see where the piece was probably going.
Lunchtime. Yeah. Genuinely, because I felt like the mornings were really slow sometimes, because we'd get like an hour to do individual tasks, but then we'd have lunch and we'd all come back in the afternoon
Feeling energised and ready to go.
and working as an ensemble, and a lot more would happen in the afternoon. So when I say lunchtime, I do mean that genuinely.
Fun-wise, the dance.
That's my highlight.
I love, as much as I hated doing the dance, like at the time, I love doing it. It's just really fun.
I like the charge that I took on the dance. That was my highlight.
Having Lee Miller over there. I feel like at the end of the week, the longness of the days has started to get to everyone a bit, but we brought it back together, and I think that going forward, we now know just how long it's going to be, and we're a bit better.
Can I say personally? My back and stuff, I can only make it to one lesson because it decided to snow and I slipped. So that was probably a low point because I missed out on quite a bit.
It's like towards the start of the week and the end of the week, because the start of the week obviously no one had any energy. Like we were there like, oh, it's something else, we have to be doing this and we don't know what we're doing, and we've asked James what we're doing and he doesn't know what we're doing, and it was just really like, it was frustrating. And then you get to the end of the week and then you lose focus because it's been such a long week.
Like I think at the beginning I didn't understand what was going on. I just felt like we were doing a bunch of random stuff. I didn't know what, of course now I still don't really understand it completely, but I get it's about connections and all of that, and different and contrasting connections. I get it's about, it's mainly about things like that now, but I just didn't understand it at the beginning. I just didn't know how we were doing stuff.
We're used to quite fast-paced working because normally we only get a certain amount of time to finish a module, whereas we've got quite a long time for this one. I feel like because it's quite slow, it's kind of a struggle to get to the end of where we're, like the end of rehearsal was quite a struggle.
I think it was the handshakes.
What, the buffering thing?
Yeah, because we had about 20 minutes, so me and Sam had done ours in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's one of the things, like we spent ages on certain tasks and that was one of them.
I used to be like so fast paced that this style is kind of different to all of us. We're used to having like 10 minutes to do a whole performance.
Yeah, because we do it to strict time.
So having 10 minutes to do one handshake, although I guess it gives you time to work on it, it was always a bit like, we've done it now.
See, I'm lying, you know. It just got a bit dragged, didn't it? It got to a point where it's like, been there since 9, and I'm looking to leave at 5 o'clock.
I like the idea of the natural 16s with like me and Elliot had to like break up and having text messages that are going on, so it's like a contrast between naturalistic and abstract, but at the same time of relationships.
It took me a while to understand the Midsummer Night's Dream a bit, but I am starting to realise where it's going to come in with the whole loss of connection brings you to like this magical fairy world where there's no sense of technology, and then when you reconnect you come back into the space and bring in like the flowers and stuff, which makes it more naturalistic to then have those, say for example, fall out of your hair as you become more engrossed in the piece again with the technology.
Some nice ideas in there.
Thank you, Ryan.
In my eyes, more of like a technical performance, like a lot of text going to be, it's not going to be like scripted and stuff like that. It's not going to be like a play. It's going to be like kind of deconstructed, like we've done a lot with Rosie and stuff, a lot of deconstruction. If we do Midsummer's Night's Dream, I'm sure we're not going to stand there and do the Shakespearean version.
I am excited to see where it goes. I think it's just going to be a lot of hard work, but like Rosie, who's been doing it for years and knows what he's doing, so I am feeling positive about like the finished product. I think once it all comes together, it will, yeah, I think it will be fun.
I see it being amazing and we showcase it. I see it going well.
Yeah. I think it's very unsure still. There's a direction, there's themes, like the misconnections, connections. But for me, at the minute, I don't really see the end.
Yeah, I agree.
I think at this point it's still very up in the air. Like literally, there's just so many ideas being thrown up.
I feel like it's just going to be like, essentially, the advantages and disadvantages sort of thing of technology, because that's all I feel like we've been working on. Like, what happens when streaming don't work? What does streaming do? What happens when this internet connection? So what else? That's all I can think of. It's just going to end up being obviously performed, but essentially like disadvantages of technology and streaming and all of that.
Let's spin the chair.
You spin me right.
Are you getting in it or not? Because you're just... I can see you.
I'm crying about it. We both laugh.
More people to get on.
Let's not get Chloe and Joanna.
Oh, we'll be here for an age if we get them in it.
I feel really like I need to zoom.
We'll just be the head team aside.
This needs to get up Serious.
Serious faces, guys.
I think the interviews went well. It was quite like unanimous, the thoughts. Yeah. Everyone felt like it was long. Yeah, they did. It was hard.
Wow, look at this, I'm professionalism.
Eventually I'll get through this. So, I think it was a lot of hard work for everyone. And I think it did go well, and looking back now that we're not doing it, we can all say, yeah, we had some good ideas, but in the moment we were all a bit like, no, I don't get it.
Olivia! This is what our class is like, guys. They've got no respect for the media team.
No respect.
So there's a lot of hard work, and I don't really know where I'm going with this, to be honest. Yeah, it was kind of like everyone had the same ideas, I think, in the end. You two look actual like twins. What's going on? Yeah, so I think it was just a lot of hard work for everyone, and it was quite nice. I think it's probably a good idea that we did these interviews, because everyone could sort of look back and be like, oh, actually I like that, I dislike that. So we hope you enjoy this little kind of change of pace. Hope you enjoyed the bloopers, because there's a lot of them.
There was, that's not a lie.
May even have to make a separate video of them, because there's so many. So we hope you like it. It's a bit of change of pace. Instead of seeing what we're making, we thought we'd just speak through our week. And even though these two have been doing stuff behind me, I'm going to continue anyway. And we will see you next week, where hopefully we'll be doing a bit more like energetic stuff.
Oh, we're going to be doing an advert next week probably.
Yeah, so
that'll be exciting.
That'll probably be featured. Look forward to that. And we'll see you next week.
Can we do our clicky thing? How do we do this?
Anita's still here. Anita,
what are you
Anita's
trying to steal our job, basically.
yeah, Anita all day has been trying to steal our job role, and we're not very happy about it. So this is now the ending note that Anita's stealing.
She's trying to sabotage us by adding in extra questions.
Worming in her way into the media team is not happening.
We're not happy.
Well, that was shame.
Anita, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.